talked about health, right? So we're going to keep the health theme going. How many people have been to Wicked Wanda's Adult Emporium? All right, you have not, Wesley, come on. I give my children the option to leave if they want for this. It's going to be cleanish, but you have the option if you don't want to hear about butts. And yeah, so the owner of this, she's like owned it for like 85 years. I don't know, she looks like she's 20. But I'll introduce her and then we'll have a nice conversation and then we're going to get on with this. So the second part of the talk show, Miss Wanda Cotie. Wanda! Wicked Wanda! There you are. See you? I love her. See, she grabbed my ass. There's a mic for you. Do you want me to grab it? You got it? All right. And Wanda was great to be like a last minute guest, and not that last minute because I had you on for a future show.
She just didn't really ask me first.
No, I did. Well, I wanted Jesse Brown to be my first guest because I was the first guest on his talk show, but his mom went to the hospital. I told him literally that was the only, speaking of Ashley excuses, I said, that's it. I said, yeah, you know, you got to love your mom and shit. But, so let's talk, what year did you form Wicked Wandas?
Well, I started with Couples Romance Store in 2001 or something.
A couples romance store.
Couples Romance Store.
So only couples, like what happened?
I bought couples.
So if a single man walked in.
I was a couple.
You were a couple.
And I bought a couples store.
A couples store, okay.
And then in 2006, I got rid of the couple.
You got rid of the couple, so she became single.
And I became a Wicked Wanda.
And she became, okay, so she was part of a couple, and then got divorced. I didn't know this. Got divorced, and then said, fuck it, I'm doing my own shit.
I really wasn't divorced. I just...
Oh, you just kicked him. All right. You're allowed to just kick them out? Oh, I didn't know that, sweetie. I want to hump a lot. All right, that's good to know. That's good for future. Don't worry, Mommy, Daddy are staying. Oh, they left. They're like, Mommy and sex. Gross. That's all right. So you, it's very interesting. Why do you want to sell sex toys?
Because I think that we need to give permission to every woman out there and every man to have the best sex they can.
The best sex you can. Is anyone against that? Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think that's important.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, I'm assuming my husband's getting the best sex with me, but I don't know. I mean, I think I'm the only one, but assume nothing, exactly. And so I think it's interesting. I first heard about you long before we met. We became immediate friends.
We did.
We're just both highly inappropriate, and we just get, she's like, let's go for lunch. What she means is, let's go for wine.
Let's go drink wine together and become friends.
Yeah,
right?
That's it. And wow, we talk. Because there's nothing off limits, right? So you could go with someone else and you start talking about butt plugs, and they're like, well, you know, it's only like salad portion of the meal now. But you're just like, hey, this looks like a butt plug. Let's create a toy based on it. Like, it's really neat. Breadsticks. So you, but I remember back, there's a big hubbub about bondage Barbie in your store. Do you want to talk about that? I see you talk up a little bit, yeah.
Well, that was like, that just kind of went viral. Yeah. I didn't expect it to go viral. We put in, 50 Shades of Grey had come out, and I was like, oh my Lanta, it's like, oh, bad. So anyways, we had this friend of mine who has a Barbie fetish, and so I said, can you put up 50 Shades of Black and Blue in our front window? And we did that, and it just created like this crazy mass hysteria.
Well, I remember reading about it. I said, I gotta go check this out. It was like good advertising. It was like, because I hate Barbie. So I mean, most blondes except for you. But no, I like blondes. So what do you find as good advertising? Is it people being prudish and like saying bad things about you, or is it what is good advertising for a sex toy store?
Wow.
It's a serious question.
I just like to create like some mass hysteria about situations. Like we've had people in the window. We did a campaign that you're sexy at any size. So we did a whole group of people from male to female, identifying as whatever in every shape and size, and we ended up with the media there. So I like to do like what people call like grassroots marketing stuff, right? So.
Well, and I think it's like I think of it like comedy. Sometimes it's groundbreaking stuff. Like it's breaking barriers, I guess, pushing the boundaries of society. Because if you think about like sex toys, like when I was like 18 or 19, right? There was one sex toy store in Saskatoon where I'm from. It was called Dirty Dirks, right? Dirty Dirks. And you had to go, and you went in, and you were like ashamed to go in, and you wear like a cloak and dagger kind of routine, and you'd be like, and when you go in, it was all exploitation of women, like everywhere you went. Like there's a peep booth in the back, and you're just like, and you're trying to ask like some leery man, like, I just want an orgasm. I don't, because we didn't have the internet back then, so I couldn't even ask like, how do you have an orgasm? And because I hadn't, and so it was a horrible experience. But when they come into your store, what do they get? Like
they get, hey, how are you doing? They get these lovely people that I have with me.
Yeah, she has her staff.
We have amazing staff. My staff are my associates. So nobody that works with me, unless they're part-timers, anybody in my little group, are part of a team.
Yeah.
And we look to build and give people permission for that best sex that they can ever have. And we actually talk about the things that are uncomfortable. We talk about things that, and we pull out issues that people don't otherwise want to discuss. We can see guys standing there. Yeah. And I walk over and I go, so did you maybe just have a baby? And the guy looks at me and goes, how did you know? And I'm like, oh, because your wife like hates you, right? And you're trying to bring something home.
Yeah. So you do some counseling almost as well, just to like, this is what you could.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I find this interesting because you work with your daughter. She's not 10, don't worry. But like, does that ever get awkward, like talking about sex with your daughter? Like I talk pretty openly, well, obviously in front of mine, but yeah.
Well, yeah. Now it's different now because my youngest daughter's almost 25, my oldest daughter's 32, so it's a lot different than it used to be.
Like it's going into the business.
But you know, one time I did have this party that I had, and it's like next door, or is in this basement, or someplace that we used to have a bar on the street. So we had a sex toy party in the basement of a bar, and we get there, and really like nobody's there, so they just decide they're going to put on live porn. And I'm with my daughter, and I'm like, oh my fucking God,
no.
I just want to climb under a rock. So yeah, no, there's been times that it's been like, this is really not appropriate, and I think we should leave. Yeah, but otherwise, no, my kids are totally like, none of them are
screwed up. No, they're very good. They're good job.
I don't know how screwed up they are, but
no, I think same with comedy. Like this isn't actually taboo but they've been to show just because they happen to be in Toronto with me, and I'm like, no, I think it'll be okay. And then like they have some guest spot who's like, oh shit, he's teaching them how to do blowjobs, and I'm like, well, I guess someone has to do it. But so we just go like this, and it's fine. As long as mommy's not doing it, they're fine. So if we had to leave you're on Bank Street, but people don't know this. There's a delivery service that I actually run called Go For It Deliveries, and my husband, we were laid off from our jobs a year ago. We started this delivery business. It's great, and we deliver daily from Wicked Wanda's. So if
dongs and dongs.
Yeah, whatever you want. And here's the thing, we don't actually know what you're getting. It's not like it's not like my husband walks to your door and goes, dildo delivery. Like, it's not what he does.
Ding dong, butt plug.
Yeah, I mean, it could be from Wanda's, it could be from Thimble Cakes. We have lots of clients, is my point. But if you go in, and what is your address? Because you are on Bank Street.
We are at 327 Bank Street. 327
Bank Street. So as you're going out to Orleans and you're getting healthy and you want to know more about sex, just go in and talk to them. And do you have the butt thing still there?
We definitely have the twerking butt in place. Yeah, we just put all of our BDSM stuff into the back room. So
there's a back room. I've never been to the back room. I think I'd actually blush. But no, I actually do some reviews on my thing for their like more safe stuff, and I'm like, it was good. Like, I don't know what you say, but there's definitely a difference in quality, and I love that they're made of better products. They're actually thinking about what we're putting into women, so that's good.
We pick really good products that are medical grade products. We make our own leather. We make our own products. Lots of stuff.
Oh, that is wonderful. So you guys, Wicked Wanda's, check it out on Facebook, on all the things. Go in there by yourself. Like if you guys show up as a group, she's gonna go, holy shit, it's Wesley, and then make a big deal. But otherwise, let's keep supporting local. So don't go online to all the other places. Go to Wicked Wanda's, go to Holly Store, go to support local. That's really important to me. So give it up for Wicked Wanda for coming out today. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Jen, thank you very much. If anybody in the room wants to go buy Wicked Wanda's, just say Jenn Hayward show and we'll give you 10% off.
There you go. And then when you're masturbating, say my name and it'll be that much better.